The January 4th, 2017 meeting of the Thousand Oaks Youth Commission is now called to order. We will now have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Kern.
Commissioners, please turn your mics on. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner Kern. We will now have roll taken by Staff Liaison Francine Spriegel.
You better know my name. Please say here or present when I call your name. Commissioner Byrd.
Present.
Commissioner Cutler-Dye.
Here.
Commissioner Emanuel.
Here.
Commissioner Katz.
Present.
Commissioner Kern.
Here.
Commissioner Laufenberg.
Here.
Commissioner Moon is absent. Commissioner Nash.
Here.
Chair Shao.
Here.
Commissioner Shea is absent. Commissioner Tovey.
Here.
Commissioner Walshaw is absent. Commissioner Yee.
Here.
Adult Commissioner Petrus is absent, and Adult Commissioner Martinez.
Here.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask Commissioner Laufenberg to introduce item number 4, which is public comments.
This is the time in our meeting when we invite members of the public to state their concerns about youth-related issues in our city or to present items for commission consideration. Chair, at this time, there are no speaker cards. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Laufenberg. Item number 5 on the agenda is guest speakers. Commissioner Tovey, please introduce our speaker for tonight.
Hello. So tonight I have the pleasure of introducing Chris Thomas. Chris has gone to schools to speak to students about thinking outside the box as they find their place in this world. He encourages them not to relegate themselves to a life reserved for those who have no interest in exploring all the possibilities that can be theirs. He says, dream of what you can't see and pursue it. He has met with athletes from multiple sports who feel inhibited by fear of failure, or just not feeling motivated to pursue being extraordinary. He tries to give them a different perspective about what they will compromise in the way of accomplishment if they won't choose to discover their full capabilities. His football program is all about inspiring motivation, giving players the hope that their possibilities are endless. But he also energizes them by helping them discover those possibilities through physical development. He's done a TED Talks 2 years ago at Oaks Christian that was the top of breaking boundaries, and the message was, someone is going to be the next success story. Why not you? He spoke as the baccalaureate at Oaks Christians to the parents and seniors at the end of the 2015 school year to challenge them to choose to make a difference, to dare to be extraordinary as they approach life in a selfless way. He challenged them to be empathetic and compassionate and choose that over fame and money, and if they did, they may get both. Please welcome Chris Thomas.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me here. So quickly, just about my background. So where did all that perspective come from? So I played 8 years in the NFL from Ventura County, went to Ventura High School, was just a guy like everybody else, and was lucky enough to have the chance to kind of fulfill a boyhood dream in playing in the NFL. It was a really challenging ambition, given the way that I had to give myself a chance to make an NFL team. And so I had a point in my life when I was 21 years old where I had this epiphany that I was going to have to really step outside a box that I was never comfortable stepping outside and challenge myself in really unusual ways to give myself a chance to fulfill a dream that less than 1% of the people get a chance to do, and that's play a professional sport. And so in doing that, I realized something that has carried me into the way that I interact with people that I help in the program that I run. What I discovered is that I got so focused on the end point as to whether or not I could actually make an NFL team and make that dream come true, and less focused on the actual journey and all the things it would tell me about myself and how that would define me in terms of what I was willing to become. And so I went from this guy who was all about, oh my gosh, am I going to make this happen or not? And if I don't happen, like, what am I? To a guy that was like, I dare to be extraordinary. I stepped outside the box. I was willing to take the journey. I had the courage to do so. And that in itself is the victory. And I've taken that into a program that's become kind of a prolific program in Ventura County for the last 12 years. And I've had a hand in working with primarily football players, but that's extended to work with kids outside of football, baseball, basketball, soccer most recently. And what it's been is a real enlightening experience for both them and me. So I get typically kids that are self-motivated to want to be great. The challenge is they don't even know how to find that. They just know that they want to be something different than what they are today. And so where I come in is I tell them that all I need them to do is be willing. And if you're willing, then you're a blank canvas. When you're a blank canvas, you can create a masterpiece. What that looks like is going to be entirely up to you. And so that's where I've come into their lives. And so because of that, and because I happen to have the knowledge to help them reach new heights as it relates to performance, they literally go through a transformative experience that they thought was about sports, but it's really about life. And that has been as rewarding for me as it is for them. But what they're accomplishing are things that redefine who it is that they are and what it is that they think that they can become. What they're learning in the process by being willing to step outside the box and make themselves vulnerable to the unknown is that they can have an effect on people that they never knew that they could have before. They're learning for the first time how to do things with a purpose, do things with a definition. In doing that, because of the way that I interact with them, they're also seeing what happens and how you affect people when you employ an element of compassion and empathy in the things that you do and your willingness to be selfless in what you give to somebody else. And so here they are coming to me thinking that they're taking part in a football program, but it's really not. It's really a life experiment. And every single guy, no matter how insecure or how confident, when they leave, every single one of them feels that. And so I'm used to dealing with people that are self-motivated, that are misguided in terms of how they're going to find their best version of them. What I tell people, I do a lot of talks, and so what I tell people all the time is life doesn't reward you if you want to be ordinary. It just doesn't. You're not going to go to bed at night. You're not going to feel special. You're not going to feel like you're impacting the world, and there's not a person on this planet that doesn't want to feel relevant. We all do. Otherwise, it's like, why are we here? And so that's my challenge to people all the time. Are you finding definition in what it is that you're doing? Are you approaching whatever it is that you want to be with a purpose? Because that's a choice. There are very few things that you can control in life, but that's one of them. You can make the choice that you're going to dare to be extraordinary, step outside the box, have the courage to make yourself vulnerable to the unknown, which I know is hard, especially as a teenager. I get it. I've been there far too long ago. But I get it. It's a very vulnerable place to be, and not all of us are comfortable with that, so we'd rather be comfortable. But if you want to really discover what your true capabilities are and how you can really impact the world and the people around you in it, then you have to be willing to get uncomfortable. You have to be willing to challenge yourself. And you can't lose if you do that. I think that's the beauty. Until you do it, you don't really realize what that means. But it's like anything else. You have to take the first step. When you take the first step, you start realizing a different life experience. So I've been dealing with people a lot that are self-motivated, but they fall into that category of I'm self-motivated, but I don't really know what that means and where that's going to take me. I've also talked to people who are not motivated to try to encourage them to do the exact same thing that I just talked about right now. Oftentimes there are people that might be in a circumstance where they have these walls that confine their vision as to what it is that they can be. And what I'm telling them is your greatest vision is that which you can't see. So you got to think about what it is that might be out there that you might want to attain, and you just got to dream it, and then you got to live it, and then you got to pursue it. So those are the things that I've been working on in my life. I've been so blessed to have a hand in the development of teenagers. I've dealt with them for 13 years now. I have my own. So I know the mindset, and what I'm here to tell you is that we've gotten away from being a selfless community and a selfless world, and we got to get that back. Your ambitions have to center around how you can bring riches to other people's life, not to yourself. And if you will do that, you will be rich beyond belief in more ways than one. So that's my challenge to you, and that's something that I really want you to embrace and engage in your own life. So that being said, I wanted to leave a little time for you to ask me any questions that you'd like. Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever worked with a non-athlete, or have you only worked with athletes?
Yeah, so when I speak at schools, I'm dealing with oftentimes people that are non-athletes. But one-on-one, I typically am just dealing with people that are athletes. But yeah, I've spoken to numerous people that are not athletes. just not one-on-one. Yeah. Yes.
How do you think that we as a generation can bring about that shift from selfish ambitions towards selfless ambitions?
That's a wonderful question. I think that goes back to what I said about, like, what do you want your purpose to be? I mean, what do you want people to say about you and your role in this world and the role that you're serving, right? Because we really are here to service people. That's why you're here. If you really believe that, then you're always going to think about how I can put somebody else first, not myself. Does that make sense? And that is something that is a choice, and that's the beauty of it. It doesn't require that you had to get, whatever the new score is on your SAT, the 1600 or whatever. I can't keep up with it, right? Doesn't require that you get a 4.6 GPA. It doesn't require any of that. That's the beauty. And as I said earlier, there are very few things in life that you can control, but that is one of them. And we don't have enough people pursuing that. If you want to make your greatest impact and you want to feel more relevant than you could ever feel before, then you got to be willing to make that choice. And it can't be about what's in it for me. You will get plenty back, but you just have to take the first step of faith and believe that that's actually a concept you want to embrace. Yes, sir.
Just curious. So you work from primary here at team-based sports, football, soccer, etc. Do you plan on going to individual-based sports, tennis, swim, track, etc.?
Yeah. So I really, yes is the answer. I really haven't ventured out, but yes is the answer. That's kind of my new ambition in 2017. I want to be that guy, and I'm a Cal Poly SLO guy. So I'm a SoCal, Central Cal guy. And I've spoken up there at Cal Poly as well. But yes, at the end of the day, I think that what's different about individual sports is they have the ability to be a lot more critical of themselves because they got no one to blame if things don't work out except them. So that's a very different place to live than if you're working in a team environment, right? But yes is the answer to that question. I plan on working with anyone because I can help anybody in any capacity of performance, yeah. Yes, ma'am.
What you said you speak at schools a lot, but what venues do you speak at? Do you speak at school assemblies or what kind of?
Yeah, so I've spoken in literally classrooms, right? So I just did that at Pacifica High School a week and a half ago. I was there for 4 different periods, spoke to a lot of kids that had the ambition of wanting to get to college, but had no concept on how to do it. They come from different means, so they may not have the support system at home, so they don't really know, like, the direction that they need to go to actually get there. So I did that for 4 periods a week and a half ago. I've spoken to the senior class of boys at Oaks Christian just on the grass in a forum like that. I have spoken at assemblies as well. The TEDx talk was in Calvary Chapel. The baccalaureate was in Calvary Chapel. So yeah, I pretty much talk in any forum. It doesn't matter to me. I'm a meat and potatoes guy, so I'll talk anywhere. Yes, sir.
How can a student get in touch with you if they're interested in your program?
So that's a wonderful question. So they can email me at journeymanct@verizon.com. That's probably the best way to get in touch with me, or I'm happy to leave my information with Francine, and if she wants to pass it on, if anyone wants to contact her, then they can get in touch with me. But that's my motivation. My motivation is to see that your life is exactly what it should be. That may not be what you think you want it to be right now, but I want you to have a life that it should be and the impact that you should be having on people around you. That's got to drive your ambition, or else you will at some point feel like there's a void in what your purpose is here on this earth. Does that make sense? Is there any other questions?
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to turn the meeting back to Chair Shao.
Thank you. Item number 6 is project reports. And item number 6 is project reports. This is the section of our meeting where we touch base on all of our projects throughout the year. Item 6A is the city internship program. So will Commissioners Yee and Laufenberg please give that report?
Thank you, Chair. We are currently accepting business commitment forms for the 2017 city program until February 3rd. We welcome any business, nonprofit organization, or government agency to join this valuable program and help us make this year even greater than the last. We're to be holding an informational webinar for all potentially interested businesses before the application date. Although the exact date for the webinar has not yet been set, we invite you to keep that in mind, and for more information about that and other dates, visit www.toaks.org/city. Thank you.
And on the student end, on February 28th, we plan on holding a city internship fair for all interested students in joining the internship program. However, some things to take note of is that the program is only open to high school juniors, and that means that if you're in another grade, you cannot go, and that also unfortunately means that if you're a parent, due to space issues, we cannot accommodate you as well. But we look forward to seeing you there, and the businesses will also be there to meet you and greet you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Moving on then to item 6B, which is the therapeutic dance. Will Commissioner Kern please give this report?
Hi everyone. The therapeutic dance is a prom-like experience for young adults with functional disabilities in our community, hosted at the Thousand Oaks Teen Center, and this year it is on March 25th. Our theme is Traveling Through Europe, A Night in Paris, and next week Commissioner Nash and I will be ordering all of the decorations to make a beautiful dance. If you're interested in donating, please contact us at youthcommission@toaks.org or at 805-381-7362. Thank you.
Thank you. And then that brings us to project item number 6C, which is Youth Recognition Awards. Commissioner Byrd, will you please give this report?
Hi everyone, I'm Kira. I'm the chair this year of Youth Recognition Awards. If you don't know what the Youth Recognition Awards are, they're basically how the city of Thousand Oaks gives back to the teens in our community who volunteer so much time. So the award nominations are actually open right now at toaks.org/youth. But youth cannot nominate themselves, unfortunately. So if you want to get nominated, you need to talk to your counselor or the head of your nonprofit. Also, commissioners are not eligible for this award, so everyone knows how great Douglas is and how much they want to nominate him. But unfortunately, he is not eligible. If you think that you qualify for this award, like I said, please go talk to your counselors or someone who could nominate you. That needs to be an adult, obviously. The nomination forms are closed February 28th. So you want to get on this nomination right now, because then they will have enough time and it won't look bad that you're asking for a last minute nomination. I hope to see you all at the interviews in March. Again, they are found at toaks.org/youth. These awards are a great college resume booster, and it's just a great award to get. So I hope to see you all in March. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Byrd. That brings us to item 6D, which is the Youth Master Plan implementation. Would Commissioner Emanuel please introduce this item?
Of course. Implementation is off to a strong start this year. Our two subcommittees this year are recreation and substance abuse and mental health. Our next implementation meeting is Wednesday, January 11th at 6 p.m. in the Oak Room. Please come out to help make all of our events possible. Now, Commissioner Katz will tell us about the Recreation Committee.
Hello, I'm Commissioner Katz, and I am the commissioner overseeing the Recreation Implementation Subcommittee. It is a great opportunity to give back to your community and the youth, and it is also a great way to volunteer. By coming to our implementation meetings, you get to help plan a high school spirit night, teen art nights at Art Trek, and we are working on a Youth First Experience event also. So this is a great opportunity to get involved, great way to get service hours, there's food, you meet great people, and you make great connections. So if you're interested in being involved, come find me at the meetings, or you can talk to Francine or any of the commissioners. We'd be happy to see you. They are the third Wednesday of every month. Second Wednesday of every month in the Oaken Park rooms from 6 to 7 o'clock. Yes, and we're playing Spirit Night. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Now, Vice Chair Cutler Dye will tell us about the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Committee because Commissioner Moon is not here.
Hello. The Mental Health Committee is working on a Parent Mental Health Information Night where parents can hear the personal stories of teens dealing with mental health issues. There will be a question and answer with a board of professionals and experts, as well as a short film introductions. Learn the signs of mental illness in your teens and how to find the right help. This will be held at Movieco in Thousand Oaks on Hillcrest Drive. This will be on February 6, 2017 from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and seating is limited, so please RSVP at www.toaks.org/youth or call 805-381-7362. So again, this is on February 6th, and it's going to be a great event. Thank you.
So we cannot wait to see everyone at our Parent Mental Health Information Night on February 6, 2017, and High School Spirit Night on March 17th at CLU. Remember, come out to our next implementation meeting. Thanks. Back to you, Chair Shao.
Thank you, Commissioner Manuel. Item number 7 is School and Liaison Reports. Vice Chair Cutler-Dye, will you lead this portion of the meeting?
Thank you, Chair Shao. Item 7A is Associated Student Government Reports. Can Commissioner Katz please lead this section of the meeting?
Thank you. All right. The Youth Commission invites representatives from each of our local high school or intermediate and middle schools to present information about school activities for the purpose of generating a feel of community spirit. At this time, would Sean Harmon from St. Paschal Baylon please join us at the podium?
Hello, my name is Sean Harmon, and recently the 8th grade packed 38 lunches to donate to the Methodist Church for the Homeless. Kindergarten and 6th grade held a baby shower for Jesus where they wrapped over 100 packages of baby clothes and necessities to be donated to the Ventura Life Center. And Christmas Outreach Day raised $286 for the needy in our school community. Coming up, the 8th grade variety show will be February 2nd. 8th grade will attend a field trip at the Ventura County Courthouse where they will view trial proceedings, meet with the judge, and participate in a mock trial on January 11th. Next week, we have a 5-day weekend due to parent-teacher conferences on Thursday and Friday and Martin Luther King Jr. holiday on Monday, the 16th. Favorite character Spirit Day is January 19th, where we dress up as our favorite book character, movie character, TV character, or etc. Student Council is sponsoring a donut sale on the same day. There's a junior high career assembly on January 25th where people come and talk about their occupation. The Winter Sports Pep Rally is January 27th at lunch recess. The 55th anniversary gala at the Hyatt Regency is on January 28th. Hearing screening for grades K, 2, and 5, and 8 is January 30th. Open House kicks off Catholic Schools Week on January 29th. All interested applicants and their families are welcome to come between 3:30 and 5. Student Appreciation Day is January 31st, and it's free dress and no homework. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Would Joy Collins and Ivy Schlosser please join us at the podium?
Hi, my name is Ivy Slosher, and I'm an 8th grade member. I'm an 8th grader in ASB and web leader at Kalina Middle School. And last month, on the 15th of December, Web hosted its first ever Make-A-Wish party during 4th period, where Web gave gifts to less fortunate kids at our school for the holidays. And they had been working very hard for the last 2 months to fulfill previously asked for holiday gifts. The meeting went over very well, and the receivers were very excited with their gifts. Web hopes to do it again next year, and also coming up on January 20th is our second term elections. This is where any ASB member can run for an office such as President, Dance Director, Spirit Director, Renaissance Director, and many more. Finally, Kalina is hosting an open house for incoming 6th graders on January 26th. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Joy Collins, and I go to Kalina Middle School. I'm a member of the ASB and web programs. And so last month, we had a big turnout for our lunchtime activities and dress-up days. And there are about, 200 people or over that in total that came that week. And this month, Kalina's Drama Club is practicing for their play Typecast, and it's going to be probably in the first month of February, like the first week of February. And next month, a group of selected web leaders will be traveling to different middle schools to compel them to go to Kalina. And later that week, future web leaders and current web leaders will attend Thousand Oaks High School's leadership retreat. Finally, our winter dance will be sometime in February, and the theme will be pajama themed. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, would Morgan Dye from Westlake High School please join us at the podium?
Hello, my name is Morgan Dye, and I am in the ASG class at Westlake High School. Last month, our science teacher, Miss Boyd, was the CVUSD December Teacher of the Month. We also had tons of band, choir, and drama concerts. Our art teacher, Miss Bush, put on the art department's first winter art show Friday, December 16th, and it was extremely well attended. Westlake is also very excited to have our first stunt cheer tryouts coming up. Our ASG class also had a luncheon and Secret Pal gift exchange with our special ed class. We also had a very successful blood drive. And lastly, we had our Spirit Week to kick off winter break. And this month, things are slowing down a bit as the school prepares for finals. And we are just finalizing our winter formal on January 21st, which we are very excited for. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, would Claire Scheller from Lorena High School please join us at the podium?
Hi, my name is Claire Scheller, and I am the ASP president currently at Lorena High School. We just returned from school after a really relaxing break and started with an assembly today. We had the opportunity to hear the story of Gabriella Karen, who is a Holocaust survivor. It was a really touching and moving experience for all the students, and I'm sure they definitely won't forget it. On January 21st, Lorena is having its winter formal to the theme Yule Ball, which is inspired from a scene from Harry Potter, if you're familiar with it. It should be a wonderful night for students with snow, dancing, and more. Also, signups for Lorena's third annual Nun Run are now open to the whole community. So everyone come out, invite your friends, have a free t-shirt, breakfast, and join us for our nun-inspired run next month. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, would Diego Guerrero from Oaks Christian please join us at the podium?
Hello, my name is Diego Guerrero. I go to Oaks Christian High School. So coming up this next month on February 2nd from 10 to 3 in Calvary, we have our fourth annual TED Talk. Sorry. Our winter dance show tickets come on sale January 6th, which I believe is this Friday, and the show is on January 27th at 7 o'clock. The World of Music Choral Concert is on Thursday, February 9th at 7 p.m. The band Bonanza is at February 1st at 7 p.m. And the Spring String Thing is at February 7th at 7 p.m. And we've finished finals last month, and I believe our winter formal will be this month, the 28th, somewhere in Los Angeles. Thank you.
Thank you. Last and certainly not least, would Anthony Wormers from Newbury Park High School please join us at the podium?
Hello, everyone. I hope you had a lovely break. I did. Okay, well, to start with something unfortunately heavy, our school is recovering from one of our teachers passed away this winter break. He was in a car accident on the 30th and unfortunately did not make it. So we've been kind of handling that situation and getting the subs and things like that figured out with a memorial service this weekend. Anyway, that's that. Moving on. Before the break, we had our Wish Week, which was great for Make-A-Wish. Got a lot of money, which is always good to, fend off that cancer. That's not good. We just got confirmation that we have booked Houston Kraft, who is really awesome. Is he still, the other speaker still in here? No, he's an awesome speaker, really cool. Everything's about love, which is awesome, right? Everyone loves that. He will be on February 1st. Our film festival was moved because there were no submissions, so that really is key on the whole festival part. We are preparing for Winter Formal. We're having an Egyptian themed, which is different, eclectic, and that will be on February 4th, so that'll be good. I kind of want to go to the Yule Ball one, but I don't know if I can. And, we have dinner theater auditions. Those happened yesterday and today for A Lovely Deadly Cruise, which will be on February 10th and 11th. Pretty good. Lots of death, I guess, in a dinner theater. That's good. And, last, we have A Night of Shakespeare, which will be on February 24th and 25th. So if those are your thing, then that is where you want to go. It's very dramatic, is my understanding. I won't be participating in that. I can't take it seriously. So, anyway, that is all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you to all the school representatives who came out today in this treacherous weather. Thank you for your time. I'm glad to see you. Hope to see you next month.
Thank you, Commissioner Katz. The item number 7B is Teen Center Advisory Council. Can Commissioner Katz please give that report?
Yes, I would. As usual, there is lots going on at the Teen Center. They recently opened up the new 16-foot wide half pipe in the yard area. Skateboards, scooters, and BMX are all welcome, and it is for teen use only. Helmets are required, and a parent-signed waiver form must be completed. It was opened during winter break, and over 60 teens signed up in the first week. On Saturday, January 21st, they'll be having a winter dance for all 7th and 8th grade students, and the time will be from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., and cost is $10. On Monday, January 23rd, there is a CVUSD Pupil Free Day, and they will have a snowboarding trip planned going to Big Bear. The trip total is $70, which includes transportation, supervision, and a lift ticket. The middle school sport leagues will start back up the week of January 23rd. Tryouts are going on at school for boys volleyball and girls basketball. The annual Parent-Teen Pool Tournament will be on Saturday, January 28th. This will be a double elimination tournament and includes a tri-tip barbecue. Cost is $20 per team. And lastly, finally, the winter programs will begin the week of January 23rd, and there are some really great options such as iPhone mobile app design, Hatha Yoga, driving school, and much more. There are a bunch of other fantastic programs going on, so for more information, please visit their website at www.thousandoaks.org. ThousandOaksTeenCenter.com, www.ThousandOaksTeenCenter.com, my apologies, or find them on Instagram at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Katz. Item 7C is the Thousand Oaks Library Teen Advisory League. Can Commissioner Nash please give that report?
Yes, so there's a lot going on at the library this month. First, we have a Recycled Words event on January 21st from 2 to 3 at the Grant R. Brimhall Library. Ages 6 to 13 can attend this artsy event and come make fantastic art projects out of old books. Bring your friends and make your own masterpiece. Art Trek staff will be there to help you out. This program is free and open to the public, courtesy of Friends of the Thousand Oaks Library. On January 4th, from 2 to 3 p.m. at the Grant R. Brimhall Library, a STEAM event about forensic scientists will feature real-life forensic biologists and DNA specialists as they share and discuss their careers and share some real-life case studies. Thank you and see you there.
Thank you, Commissioners. I now turn the meeting back to Chair Shao.
Thank you, Vice Chair Cutler-Dye. That brings us to item number 8 on the agenda, which is Commissioner comments. Will Commissioner Tovey please take this section of the meeting?
This is the last portion of our meeting where commissioners can provide information, comments, or announcements which no action by the commission will be taken. At this time, are there any commissioner comments? Commissioner Byrd?
Just wanted to remind you all the link for Youth Rec nominations is toaks.org/youth, so get those nominations in. Thank you.
Commissioner Cutler-Dye.
I just wanted to reiterate the Parent Mental Health Information Night at Movie Co., and that is on February 6th from 7 to 9 p.m., and this is the flyer, and we are very excited, and I hope to see you there.
Commissioner Katz.
Thank you. Just a few things really quick. We have another Art Check Teen Night, which is going to be on February the 3rd from 7 to 10 p.m., which is a lot of fun. If you haven't come to these before, I highly suggest you come. It's wonderful. There's all different art projects laid out for you to just do whatever, be inspired, get creative. Our theme is peace and love, since we are in the month of February. Well, we're going to be in the month of February. So that is coming up, and that's another thing that the Implementation Committee puts on. If you would like to be a part of the Implementation Committee, please talk to me. I would be happy to give you information, and it's the second Wednesday of every month in the Oaken Park rooms, which are just right down the hall. It's really fun. Food, service hours, you meet cool people, and you do great things for your community. And lastly, High School Spirit Night is going to be on March 17th, so just keep that in mind. And we really need student government reps from each of the local high schools to come to our implementation meetings so we can get everybody's input, suggestions, ideas, and get help planning it so we can make it a very successful evening. So thank you very much, and Happy New Year.
I'd like to turn the meeting back to Chair Shao.
Thank you, Commissioner Tovey. I have one comment as well. As we head into January, some of you have already heard back from colleges. Some of you are just finishing applying to colleges. Just from the Youth Commission to you, stay humble, stay hopeful, and stay ready because 2017 is just beginning. There being no further business. Before I adjourn this meeting, of course, though, I do have a few reminders. Our next meeting is going to be, again, the first Wednesday of February. So please, again, thank you again to all of our representatives from the schools for coming today, and we hope to see you again next time. If you have any questions or you would like any information about the Youth Commission, please call 805-381-7362 or email youthcommission@toaks.org or like Thousand Oaks Youth Commission on Facebook or follow us on Twitter @TOYouth. Lots of things. There being no further business to come before the Commission, the Youth Commission meeting is adjourned to our next regular meeting.